The Borno State First Lady has called on relevant stakeholders to address the economic challenges in the country and the region to enable breastfeeding mothers do so effectively. She made the statement at the UNICEF flag-off event for the 2024 World Breastfeeding Week in Maiduguri. Trust TV's Bitrus Kurusi has the report.
The Breastfeeding Week, with the theme Closing the Gap on Support for All, is a moment to evaluate the progress made in promoting and supporting breastfeeding across the state, with the call for the Borno government to adopt a 6-month maternity leave for breastfeeding mothers. The call also comes on the heels of a recent data which indicated that the rate of breastfeeding dropped to 35.3%, which is below global target. The United Nations Children's Fund said there is need to increase funding of the state's health sector to revitalize and sustain baby feeding initiatives that will promote children against diseases.
For us to close the gaps, I have 5 recommendations. 1, enacting the 6-month maternity leave for working mothers, so it will allow them time to breastfeed. We also need to have flexible arrangements, having crèches, having baby-friendly spaces for mothers to breastfeed, even in our offices. Number 2, we need to increase funding for our implementation of the maternal, infant, and young child nutrition strategy 2021 to 2025.
We are aware of the good initiatives and the programs of the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Welfare, and other line ministers. All these initiatives, we are seeing them translating to improved health and well-being for the good people of Borno, especially our wonderful women and children.
Meanwhile, the Borno State First Lady, represented by the Commissioner of Women Affairs, Zuwaira Gambo, said 4 million people are experiencing food insecurity and malnutrition in the state. She called on stakeholders to promote exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months and sustain it for 2 years.
For his unwavering commitment to universal healthcare services, ensuring that the good people of Borno State, particularly women and children, have access to quality healthcare. This commitment is a beacon of hope for a healthier future. As we launch this year's World Breastfeeding Week, I urge all stakeholders to join forces in promoting exclusive breastfeeding practices, providing support to mothers, and addressing the underlying drivers of the crisis.
It is expected that stakeholders will engage in advocacy and support for breastfeeding in the coming years in order to meet the global target. Bitrus Kurusi, Trust TV News, Maiduguri.